Oh, hey, welcome to Late Night Freedom Stream. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Super late night freedom stream.
Yeah, that's prime time. True to the namesake. That was a little throwback intro.
Yeah, we had a few things that we wanted to talk about last episode, but we didn't, get to it because we had a 4 hour long episode last time.
It's true. Yeah, I enjoyed talking to Jack. It's always fun because it's I don't know, it's kind of weird because I know him from like the music scene in town, so there's a lot of like stuff we can talk about that's not politics. So we kept getting into all kinds of like local gossip and whatnot, and then I'd be like, "Oh yeah, we're supposed to be arguing about politics. What else?" Like, just throw something else out. And
But
it was a fun stream.
Yeah, you found a bunch of guitar cases in like the middle of the garbage. Did you ever sell them?
No, I just put them out in the barn for now. They're nice cases though. I might just keep them and use them.
They are nice. He was pillaging through the, what is it? I think I'm on the wrong dock.
Oh really? Check this out. This is what Mark was doing today.
Ready? Yes.
You should send that to me because I could use that for 3D TV.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, for something for a little bit. I was gonna do it, but which, speaking of which, we did some filming out on the square.
Oh yeah,
that was fun. We had a round of applause afterwards. So
yeah, that was very confusing and cool.
Yeah, we went over to what is it, Martha's to do another filming because I was like, fuck it out. I want to kill two birds with one stone today. So, one of the guys, the actors that we had, dropped out a few days ago. So we got Clayton to do it.
Clayton went to Martha's with Leighton.
Which is really, like, I feel really embarrassed because, like, the first time that he'd ever met me was meeting me at a gay bar. So hopefully we could change that, just forget about it and ignore it. But but it was a really weird experience, just because I feel like he was totally out of his element. So we didn't even get any of that filmed. Jacob, gets out of whatever he was doing. I think he was at work doing stuff. And he texts me and he's all like, yo, can I get my guitar out of your car? I want to do some busking. And I'm all like, oh yeah, I'll just step right out. I'm sure they'll let me out just for a second. I go over to the security and they tell me, oh no, we can't, you can't step out for a second. And the thing there is that you have to pay again if you come back in. So that's another $16. So I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. Fuck this place. This place is a bunch of losers. I don't mean that, but I mean that ironically. I mean that in Minecraft, but
dude, I busking on the street was pretty fun. There was a lot of drunk people and whatnot, which was okay. It's weird being sober and like catering to drunk people now because you're just like, it makes you like more aware of it. But this chick I knew from back in the day came up, and she came up to me while I was on the street, and she was like, hey Jacob, fuck you. And I'm like, whoa, hey, nice to see you too, And she was like, she started going off about how I was right about something back in the day and people could like fuck off. And then she was like accusing like one of my family members, like partners of something, and fucking like saying all this crazy shit, and like saying like literally saying the N-word and saying like the F slur at me on the street. I'm like, whoa, hey, easy, like be cool. Like, there's like all kinds of people walking around everywhere.
There's a lot of cops, and I think it was prom night too, which is good because we got much more of a people for filming and stuff. So it turned out pretty good.
I think she was possessed by a fucking demon, dude. Because eventually I was like, listen, you need to go home. You're drunk. You're fucked up. You're going to get yourself in trouble. And she said, she's like, fuck you. I'll kill you all. And then walked off.
Well, it's I kind of had the same situation. I had to go pee really bad, and I pissed in a bottle that was in my car because I couldn't find a bathroom anywhere. So I just pissed in a bottle, and when I was driving by, saying bye to Jacob, I showed him my piss bottle, and a cop walks like right in front of him, looks at it, and just like keeps walking.
True story. But how is that a similar situation to having to deal with a demon-possessed bitch?
I don't know.
That you said I was in a similar situation.
I was in a similar situation.
I pissed in a fucking bottle.
Showed it to Jacob while a cop looked at it. I guess he can't arrest me because it is my property.
If I was him, I would have arrested you.
You would have arrested me for pissing in a bottle?
Yeah, disgusting. You gotta be sent.
I should start pissing in jugs while I'm on the stream and just like start collecting them in the blood background.
Do it.
But
hey, let's start burning through this dock, huh? Or what? Anything interesting happened to you today?
No, not really. I saw my brother Jordan, but we didn't talk much. We just kind of chit chatted, and he stopped by. I need to try to find a day to visit him more, but he's a pretty cool guy. I mean,
he is. That's very good. Good to be connected with your family.
He's given me a lot of support through this whole streaming thing and a lot of advice and stuff. So
nice.
But yeah, the first thing that we have here is Howard Stern and Joe Biden. I saw this a while ago. I think both of them are cretins on society. Let's watch this.
Can I tell you a fantasy I had? I don't know if you're going to debate your opponent.
I am somewhere. I don't know when. I'm happy to debate him.
This is how I would handle it. Tell me if I'm nuts. Well, I am nuts, but tell me if this is accurate. I would stand there on stage with Trump, and I would repeat over and over again, excuse me, please find me 11,000 votes so that I can win the election. I would just repeat that over and over again. And then I'd say to the audience, what are we debating? A man picked up the phone and wanted to say, fake the election, give me 11,000 votes. I don't know how any American who loves this country, that's the end of the debate. You don't get to run if you're going to fix an election.
On January 6th, when they were storming the Capitol.
And a police officer died.
Yeah, and he would say nothing. He was sitting in that office off that dining area.
And a police officer died. Like J6ers killed him or something.
Yeah, you know what else killed some police officers? The BLM riots. Yeah.
Burnt down police stations. Burnt cop cars.
Yeah, I care about the police so much, man.
Right.
I only care about the police that are protecting me from being fucking destroyed by a bunch of feds.
Instead, I made a speech from I was in Delaware on that issue because I was elected president, but I wasn't sworn in yet. It was derelict. It was almost criminal. He did nothing. He just sat there and watched what was happening. Not a single. And now he wants to he calls them patriots and victims. And I mean, it says he's going to pardon them all if he's reelected.
Yeah, we should pardon all the January 6th rioters.
Mm-hmm. And we don't have to worry about them being feds because the feds are already out of prison.
Yeah. But Yeah, that was weird. I didn't know. Like, I wouldn't expect Joe Biden, the president of the United States, just to get on a podcast with Howard Stern. But
Howard Stern's become very loyal to the Democratic Party. So
it sounds like it. It sounds like he's really there for that. What is it? Our next topic that we're gonna get into is Alex Stein gets attacked. Alex Stein, he's a really cool guy. Big inspiration of mine. I guess he went to the Palestine protests.
This video is awesome. Like, I hope you haven't seen this one yet.
He's freaking everywhere. He's in Fish Tank. He's at like Sam Hyde events and shit. He's at Palestine protests. He's talking to AOC. Like, this dude's fucking everywhere, man. But this video, I better stand up to the name you were giving it.
About transgender pro-Palestine really people. I didn't realize gay for Palestine was actually real. But watch this video. Hey, can I ask you a question? In Palestine, aren't they mean to trans people? Aren't they mean to trans people? We're here at UT Austin, and trans people are out here protesting for Palestine, but don't Palestinians throw gay people off roofs?
Hey, sir, can you please leave?
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna hang out right here. Can anybody tell me do they do any pride parades?
Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, what are you gonna do about it? You guys are all idiots. You guys are transgender, but you guys aren't even allowed to be in Palestine. I know, but you know what?
Oh my god.
Gays for Palestine.
Hit a table flip, dude.
That was awesome. Speaking of which, I see that that the PSL is also going to be getting on the bandwagon of protesting at private colleges.
Of course.
The thing is that I have absolutely no sympathy for the people who are out there at college campuses protesting, because half of them aren't even attending the college. They're just there to protest, and colleges are private property, man. And I'm really glad that they're kicking them out. But here it is. Join the PSL and 8 other student, worker, cultural, religious, and social justice organizations for a sit-in protest inside the PSU food court on Missouri State campus. We'll be calling for our demands starting at 10 a.m. and ending at 7 p.m. on Friday, May 3rd.
May 3rd. Stop in anytime.
We're calling on you to join us for divestment and peace in Gaza.
Should we go to that? It's 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.? What the fuck?
We should go there for the whole thing.
Why did you just Google image search fucking May 3rd, you autistic retard? The fuck?
I'm fucking tired, dude. Hold on. Day of the week. Friday. Yeah, we should fucking do it, dude. We should go to this Palestine sit-in and hang out with them.
Yeah, just fucking
for fucking 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. That is 10 hours.
When could we show peak solidarity? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna come into my little thing that they wear, where they have the face covered. And your turban. I'm gonna come in a turban, I'm gonna show my solidarity. I'm gonna wear a gay pride flag cape too.
Should.
Yeah, it says to show solidarity, participants should wear the colors of the Palestinian flag, a keffiyeh, wear buttons, pins, and patches of larger movements and identities they're a part of, and are encouraged to bring flags and signs to show support for Palestine and our demands. And then just, the rest is just annoying blabbering, but
surely it'll be 3 people, right?
Like all of them, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, their protests really do always end up being just like 3 people.
Hmm.
Except for that one we went to for the first episode, they had a pretty good turnout for that one.
Yeah, that was not bad. And I guess the one in the square, there was like a dozen people, but
They had a pretty good one for the first one I went to for my first video.
mhm.
It was pretty good, especially given that it was like fucking -5 degrees outside. So,
True.
but yeah, I mean that's a little interesting. Maybe we'll go to it. Maybe we'll show our solidarity for 10 hours straight.
Live on stream.
we should stream it. Yeah, that'd be fun. Nazi invented transgenderism is our next topic.
Oh yeah, this fucking thing.
So this is from a post from Ian Miles Cheong. I know a lot of people, hate them. I think they're dead, weren't they? Weren't people thinking that Ian was dead for a while?
There was a death hoax.
Yeah, that he died by like the Malaysian government or something.
This video is fascinating though, because it's this dude that has old war photo albums, and it just has released collections of all these old pictures of German soldiers in drag in these personal photo albums. So
this guy's showing his solidarity for Palestine.
yeah. Actually, I think that's for Ukraine. He's part of the ASOP battalion.
Of course, the community note says that drag and transgenderism were not a big part of the Third Reich. The opposite is true. National Socialists fiercely opposed transgenderism, and their source is fucking Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So brave.
Stunning.
These photos show cross-dressing
Slay!
soldiers from the German Wehrmacht.
Oh, I mean, they were Nazis. They did.
It's more of a gas thing than a sling.
Oh, that joke was a gas. That joke was ghastly. We're going to hell. What the fuck?
Imagine being Anne Frank and you're hiding from this guy in your attic.
It's a horror movie, right? Softness and sentimentality. So this guy's theory is that they got lonely. Germans were isolated more than other armies in World War II, so maybe that's why they
got
turned
a little too horny and became a bunch of fucking gooners.
Skip like halfway through it. It starts flashing like a bunch of the
What
pictures,
do
and
the pictures reveal about sexuality in the Wehrmacht?
it's fucking.
Man kann nichts beweisen. Ich kann auch nur.
This guy's got a massive forehead.
Aber ich würde denken, dass diese
Yeah, but I also thought the comments on this were funny, because it's like groypers, and then like and then people who want to be like, oh, leftists are the real Nazis, like arguing with each other.
Fucking hyper jumper.
I don't even really get that one. Oh yeah,
Toxic lump of coal. Coal is like a shitty post or something. It's all soy jack like things.
and then the groyper guy, what did he say?
Transgenderism was invented by Jews in Weimar, Germany. The Jews burned down their institute.
See, like there's like people that are like nuts. This is a lie, man. Yeah, why are you lying about this? Democrats are. And then there's one guy who's like, Democrats are Nazis. It's like all over the place in the comments.
This is anti-Semitic. Give the Jewish people credit. Nazis burnt all the transgender books by Mike Groiper on Twitter.
Enough of the groypers. Their commentary on shit's so ridiculous sometimes, though I can't help but just like
They're just a
laugh
bunch
at
of
it.
Zoomers that watch Nick Fuentes every day.
Yeah. He's had some like really bad takes recently.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that Hyper Jumper posted that, but at the same time, I'm kind of not. I saw one that I haven't seen, a Hyper Jumper edit that was pretty funny. Where is it? Oh, Dark MAGA. Here it is.
We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again.
Shaving Vince McMahon's head.
America great again.
Yeah, not too surprised that that Hyper Jumper posted on that.
Pretty sick.
But what else do we got here? Warhammer 40K controversy.
Oh, did you hear about this?
No.
So
I remember you talking about Warhammer to me, and you sound like a fucking nerd the whole time.
So people are mad because Lorehammer is like 40 years old, and it started out as like a kind of like a rip off things, but it's a tabletop game. And then there was a version called 40K, where it was like in the future, and it's like Lord of the Rings, but Space Marines. It was Space Marines. It's where the everybody got the idea from Space Marines essentially. And anyhow, the game changed the lore recently for this like super badass like unit of Super Marines. They included women and then gaslit their fans that have been following the lore for like 40 years by saying, oh no, there's actually always been women. So they're like kind of kowtowing to the left, It's just such there's no women play Warhammer 40K.
The Wonderful Woman of Warhammer. What? Oh, there's nothing. Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty short article. Look at the first sentence in the article. Look at that.
I've never played a single game of Warhammer 40K in my life, but I've loved painting and building the models since I was a teenager. Yeah, it shows. It reminds me of this meme I saw where it's like people ruin things that people really like, and they don't even like the thing that they're ruining. Like,
that's it. That's
that.
You nailed it, dude. That's exactly what's happening. It's
the same thing. The same thing happened to the SCP Foundation. Like it got super shitty because a lot of people were fucking ruining it. Mostly like liberals, and then there was like a huge debate. You know what SCP is, right? The little monster thing where there's all kinds of different monsters and people make like government files around them and shit. Like
no, I don't know. I don't really know about that.
Well, this is the website for it, and basically like they changed the symbol of this symbol right here to a pride flag every single July, and people had a debate about that. Makes no fucking sense. The site is supposed to be somewhere where people can like get immersed in like, oh, this is some secret government files I'm not supposed to see. Oh, there's a giant fucking pride flag on the symbol.
Yeah, it breaks the illusion. You can't role play.
Yeah, it's basically just like government files about like anomalous stuff and monsters and shit. It's really cool.
I see. It's like a huge creepypasta.
Yeah, it pretty much is just it is pretty much just a bunch of fucking creepypastas, but it's got a little bit more sci-fi to it. Like not all of them are monsters and shit. Some of them are just objects that like do cool stuff. Like there's one that's a vending machine that can dispense cum and stuff. Or well, like to describe it better, it can dispense any liquid you can think up of, like lava and shit.
And the first liquid you thought of was cum?
Yeah, because I remember playing the game and I'd put cum on there and it would like there's a video game for it and it would dispense cum out of the machine and then you could drink it in the game and
You're sick, bro. You're sick.
Yeah. Anyway, crime rate. The crime rate highest in 3 small towns in Missouri.
You'll never believe what they are.
All right. You guys ready? Guys, put your votes in for the one person watching this stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, vote now, guy.
For future viewers, put your votes in now. Number 1, Potosi, Missouri. Crime rate is 81.95 out of 1,000. Carruthersville, Missouri. Crime rate is 65.81 out of 1,000. And the third most crime-riddled city in Missouri is St. Clair. Congratulations, guys.
Never even heard of any of those places.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they're probably northern Missouri. Northern Missouri's got a lot of shit there.
Damn Yankees.
Yeah, dang Yankees.
And all their Yankee violence.
Yeah.
What's next?
Springfield, Missouri Mike's BBQ is going out of business.
Should have had better barbecue.
Yeah. What? You don't like them? I've never been there.
I only tried them once, and it was at Wingapalooza, and I don't know. There's like a lot of wings there, and their wings didn't stand out that much, in my opinion. The article I was reading it, I shouldn't laugh, but the owner's like, "I'm not okay, but I will be." That's a quote in there.
Only the white man can make words like Wingapalooza.
Ooga Wingapalooza. Dude,
anyways, let's see through this article of them kind of shifting through it. I guess the final day for Missouri Mike's will be April the 27th. So guys,
it's coming on.
If you guys wanted to get some yummy BBQ, you're a little too late. You're gonna have to go to an actual restaurant that's not in the middle of a strip mall.
Wow. Way to pour salt in the wound, Leighton.
The only thing I've only seen that it's next to GameStop, and that's the only thing.
Yeah, look at this. I have put insane hours, poured my heart and soul into food, and gained a lifetime of debt thinking it'll be all right. Wrong. It's not all right, Hickman wrote. We have to stop this madness. So we are abruptly closing, and it's not by choice, really.
We have to stop this, Matt. He's talking like Donald Trump trying to like send his little patriots to go storm the Capitol. Guys,
they're interfering with the election. We have to stop this madness.
Frankly, they're closing my BBQ place.
It's not by choice, really.
Yeah, he sounds like a real asshat.
No, if he sounds like Trump, he must be cool.
I mean, I don't know. He just sounds like a narcissistic asshole. Like we've talked about in the last episode, we've talked about a local business owner that was kind of like that, but that it's always never a good mixing a narcissist with a flourishing business.
Well, sometimes it takes that,
It's never good mixing a narcissist with anything. If you give them any form of success or like genuine like, oh, you did a really good thing, they're gonna fucking run it to the hills with that. Got to be really careful with what you say to them. It's kind of like speaking to someone of BPD.
They'll get you. They'll put you out for a week.
Anyways, the Attorney General visited Springfield.
Oh yes, Andrew Bailey.
Yeah. I don't know much about our Attorney General, but it says here in the article from ksmu.org, visiting Springfield, Governor Mike Parsons, I think that's his name, and AG Bailey promote Missouri efforts to fight human trafficking and secure our southern border.
Oh, let's listen to it. It's short.
Yeah, it sounds pretty based.
During a visit to Springfield on Thursday, Missouri Governor Mike Parson and Attorney General Andrew Bailey called on the Missouri Senate to pass a bill that would make an existing anti-human trafficking task force permanent and steer more resources toward that effort. A pair of bills that would inscribe the 54-member task force into state law already passed the Missouri House in early March. Previously, Moberly Republican House Rep Ed Lewis chaired a similar committee. Here's Bailey explaining why they want the Senate bill to pass before Missouri lawmakers adjourn their session next month.
We want to do more because the victims of human trafficking deserve it. We want more prosecutions. We want to conduct more trainings. I want to thank Governor Parson and Representative Lewis for your leadership on these issues and for your assistance. Today, I'm calling on the General Assembly to take action and to codify our anti-human trafficking task force into law.
Lewis said a 2023 study indicates that Missouri has the 4th highest incidence of human trafficking in the nation, fueled in part by the highway system's links to the U.S.-Mexico border. Asked by Ozarks Public Radio if the Missouri government has had any constructive dialogue with the Biden administration on border and sex trafficking issues, here's what Governor Parson had to say.
I've had very little contact with the Biden administration. They haven't reached out to us on this issue at all.
The state Senate is considering Bill 779. For KSMU News, I'm Gregory Holman.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty base. It seems like it is an issue because we do got this highway, you know.
Yeah, I mean, everything that goes from, like, everything's got to come through here, essentially. So, you know, it happens here.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is that, you know, I feel like, you know, the main thing that politicians should be focusing on is definitely with human trafficking and pedophilia. It's obviously like out of like proportion how many pedophiles get away with the crimes that they do, you know. But, you know, they always want to say, oh, we're going to stop, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But a lot of what they do is not really doing anything to help it. Like, like I think the main thing to help fight against pedophilia is getting rid of all those dumb fucking laws and loopholes that get them out of court and shit, you know, or maybe start trying them normally. But I'm glad to see that they're on the right track to maybe getting to that destination. But, you know, as of right now, not really. Hey, we got a comment. I love fat girls.
What an asshole. Who would say such a thing?
Jacob.
Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm trying to share this onto my personal page.
I don't think the little Latinx that you're dating recently is going to like that.
Don't call her that.
A Latinx? Isn't that like a slur to like Mexicans and stuff?
Yeah. That's very racist.
Latinx is a slur.
You're trying to erase her culture.
Erase her culture.
Yes.
I got these cool glasses on now, so.
Oh, those are pretty cool. Dang.
I got them with the cop outfit. Where's the hat?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Missouri doctor's death ruled suicide. Arkansas officials say a Missouri doctor whose body was found in a lake died by suicide. That's crazy. Was it? I heard recently about, let me get the fucking cop outfit off. I heard recently about like someone finding a dead body in the lake of Springfield or the river connecting to it like a long time ago. And we were just talking about it today with someone I know. And it's like, oh, that's crazy. So I don't think this is connected. It looks like this is in Arkansas, though. I don't know why I said that, but
yeah, I thought it was kind of weird that in the I don't know, like I didn't read the body of the article, but you think there was the feds? You think he was an ivermectin doctor, and the feds MAGA laser or not? I guess the feds can't MAGA laser.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if the MAGA laser would target such a non-threat. He does have blue on, you know, so
that's true.
Did from the MAGA laser. But speaking of deaths, I heard that someone, you know, there's in the town that I'm at, there's a little motel that was turned into an apartment complex. It's next to this Mexican restaurant. Someone died there, like just like
damn.
Yeah, they were just found dead in there. I mean, people die all the time, but you know, it was just something someone told me about today, so it was interesting. I mean, but you know, and they seemed like they had a kid and stuff, so it was a little sad, but
that's sad.
The new George Floyd.
Oh, did you see this? The new George Floyd dropped.
The new, the new.
I should be more sensitive about this, honestly.
You should be more sensitive about it, George. About George.
Well, this guy's not George Floyd, but I could just see them trying to like make this a similar thing. But what these cops did is actually like they fucked up. Like it looks like, but I'm not even sure what the guy. He just got out of prison. He got the police called on him at a bar, and then, ended up getting in a fight with the police. I don't really know the details, but I thought it was it's pretty relevant in the news cycle last week. The video was floating around a bunch.
Yeah, let's look through this.
Police body cam video shows hard-to-watch footage of the death of a black man after he was arrested in Ohio. Now, this happened in Canton last week as officers confronted Frank Tyson after a car accident. Canton's mayor said he released the video to make the investigation as transparent.
He kind of reminds me of Alex Stein's wife boyfriend.
Don Terrius.
Yeah, Don Terrius.
As possible. We should warn you again, the video is disturbing. Elaine Quijano has the story.
On April 18th, 2 officers with the Canton Police Department arrive at the scene of a crash. Body cam footage shows a torn pole in the middle of the road.
The guy who did this, he's in the VFW. He ran in there.
One of the officers finds an abandoned vehicle nearby and is told the driver is inside a bar down the street.
That's that gentleman standing at the door right there.
What a fucking power move. You crash your car into a telephone pole and then you go into the bar to drink.
Please get him out of here now. As officers approach 53-year-old Frank Tyson.
I mean, he is resisting. I mean, he shouldn't be killed for resisting, I guess, but.
Officers take Tyson down to the ground and begin handcuffing him, with one of the officers appearing to have one of his knees on Tyson's back.
Calm down! Calm down!
As they continue struggling, Tyson can be heard saying he can't breathe.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. You're fine.
Nearly 5.5 minutes pass before the officers check on him.
Can you calm down? Yeah, he might be out.
Almost 3 minutes later, one of the officers begins performing chest compressions.
Come on, man.
For several more minutes, the officers performed CPR before medics took over and transported him to the hospital. He was.
I guess that's enough of that. I wonder if it was a similar thing where maybe he was like ODing, like taking a lot of drugs.
I mean, yeah, he's acted like he's insanely on drugs, screaming out, "They're trying to kill me!" And then, I think
running your car into a telephone pole, not leaving a bar when you're told.
Yeah, how the hell do you drive your car into a telephone pole? It's like all the way. You either have to be texting and driving, drunk off your ass, or on drugs. And I guess we can just the liberal left can just call this a little texting and driving situation, but I don't think so. I think he's probably on drugs. I think that's what happened to George Floyd too, is that he was on drugs and he just OD'd and couldn't breathe, I don't know. I probably don't know what I'm talking about. I should probably stop.
He did. I mean, George Floyd did eat drugs.
but I should still probably stop being such a bigot and let a cop, put his knee on my neck just so I can know what it feels like.
Yeah.
Get some.
When you think about the question of where are the aliens, which I get asked.
Let's see. Elon Musk SpaceX presentation leaves audiences speechless. Hey, we got 15 people watching right now. 16. The number's climbing as we go. This is Jacob, we might have to start doing this at midnight. That's a joke. Do not do this at midnight, but our number just keeps fucking climbing. Holy shit. Hey guys, just want to let you guys know that we accept comments and stuff. So if you guys comment, we'll give you a shout out. Let's also talk about our sponsor too, because I don't think we did last episode.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't. But yeah.
So Cripple Creek Clearing is a pretty good company. If you got a big brush problem, big tree problem, in your yard, you got to get rid of some really hard to get, problem areas in your yard. Cripple Creek Clearing is a really good business to go through. For some of our global viewers, they aren't going to really be that useful. But if you're local here in our area, it's definitely, we highly recommend them. They got competitive rates and it's honest work from some pretty good men. If you are interested, call Anthony at 417-464-5894. That is, call Anthony at 417-464-5894. Cripple Creek Clearing. Anyways, let's get into this Elon Musk video that you put in here. Where should I skip to? Because this is 27 minutes.
Oh, I just thought it was cool that Elon Musk is interested in colonizing space.
He's been interested in colonizing space forever now. Like he's I think like the main thing that people really knew about him was that he wanted to colonize Mars or something like that. But yeah. Sounds like really interesting though. It's never gonna happen. But we can dream.
I just think it's like a noble cause for humans. It's better than like being worried about DEI or something. Like let's go to space and
yeah, Elon Musk is definitely not worried about DEI. We
yeah,
have like 30 viewers, and I'm wondering where the hell all these viewers are coming from. Let me see what we got here. What's going on? Where are you guys coming from?
What's going on here?
What happened? Oh, I see. Someone retweeted our video.
Well, that was just me.
That was you. Oh, well, shit. Where's the other fucking 33 people coming from? I don't know, but that's it's all really cool to have you guys. This is this is a pretty good show. This is not our best episode. I would definitely check out our other episodes just because we're sleep deprived. But we got a couple more topics to go over. And I guess Jacob's closing statement. Teacher fights student for saying the N-word. It says
yeah, this is pretty crazy.
Las Vegas substitute teacher arrested after fighting a student who allegedly called him the N-word. Requan Smith, 27, was recorded punching a student during a cafeteria fight at Valley High School in East Las Vegas. Police arrested both the student and the teacher. Smith now faces a litany of criminal charges, including battery resulting in serious bodily harm, assaulting a school pupil on school property, threatening to do public bodily harm to public school student, and interfering with a student from attending school according to court records. So let's watch this cool ass fight video. Yeah.
That's a quality teacher.
Yeah, hashtag free Mr. Smith.
Yeah, what? No, like if you're not mature enough to like deal with a student having a bad attitude, then probably shouldn't be a teacher.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you gotta kind of have a form of resistance against little students like that. I mean, obviously that form of resistance should not be you just fucking beat the shit out of a kid, but I mean, you gotta kind of, it's kind of like being a bus driver. You just gotta put up with a lot of shit and you gotta learn to put up with it. Anyways, yeah, I'm guessing all these last two videos are coming from your little gore spat that you were talking about with me on the phone, where you just started looking up fight videos and gore on Twitter.
Oh yeah, the last video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the teacher fight. Yeah, and the last one for sure. But there's no gore.
Yeah. I mean, it's still like kind of in the same subsection, I think. This one is one kid beating 5 other kids. 1v5. See how he does. Of course, they are all Asian. Damn.
Right?
It's like Karate Kid.
Yeah, I know. This is like every kid's
This is
fantasy.
literally just Karate Kid, dude.
Literally Karate Kid.
Dude, we're
like
breaking
flying kicks.
Jacob, look at our fucking viewership. We're fucking breaking our metrics right now.
Whoa, dude. The fuck?
This is like the highest we ever had. I feel like something botted that. I don't know. If you guys are real people, comment down below. We'll give you a shout out. Yeah, that is pretty cool. That is just like Karate Kid in real life, and they're all Asians, so it works. Anyways, the last thing you wanted to talk about, it looks like from this Google doc you sent me, was the importance of creative endeavors and being persistent.
Oh yeah, true that. Well, I've just been thinking recently because with my new band, we haven't been able to gig because one of my bandmates is in trouble with the law and can't go to bars right now. So so we have like 2 or 3 hours of covers, but can't like go play the bar gigs yet. So
I would try going to places like Lindbergh's or something for that.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is we've been focusing on some original stuff, and we've just had such a good creative flow, and it's so nice to like. It's kind of hard, like it's draining, but everybody like opens themselves up and takes criticism, because when you're working on something that's your own, allowing other people to come in and work on it with you can be really hard. But
yeah,
like sharing an opinion about art and like working collaboratively and like being able to find people that you can like work artistically, like collaborate with, like whether it's music or like the show, or I don't know. Those things like bring so much value into my own life. Like they're such good outlets, and I would just encourage anybody that's interested in some kind of like artistic pursuit just to like really dig into it deeper and give it the fine detail that's going to make it really stand out and make it something you're proud of,
I agree. I mean, with working on this TV show, it's definitely or not TV show, web series, it's definitely been a lot different than what I was expecting I was going to do. I was just expecting to just make random videos and shit posts and stuff, but I'm actually like writing out a fucking narrative. I'm like filming with all these different people and stuff, and it's just like it's fucking crazy, just to think about where I want to go with this and stuff, and what I have planned with it. So yeah, I would just like if you don't think you can do something, that's just you being a fucking stupid loser, okay? Like genuinely, like of course people have their talents, but like being creative is something that's natural to everyone, unless you're some kind of idiot. But I mean, like you could create anything you want, music, a fucking web series, you could do anything,
Write a book. My friend Connor just finished a book, and it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
like, it's
you're
amazing.
telling me about it. He like, are we allowed to talk much about it, or?
Yeah, a little bit. Where he's gonna try to get it published, but it's like a fictionalized version of some like true events in a band, like about a band that we were in, and kind of like traveling on the road and doing some shit, and it's pretty amazing. I mean, I guess I'm biased, but it is really good.
Yeah, I mean, from what you were telling me the other day, it sounds really funny, but I'll have to buy it when it gets published if it ever does, which I hope it does.
Yeah,
who's
well,
the
you can sell Connor Jones.
Connor Jones? Yeah, guys, keep a lookout for that name. For that
He's the drummer in my band. So if we'll help him get it published somehow. I'm thinking with this band, what I'm gonna do is because people usually have lame merch. So Jacob Bone's a carpenter and he makes all kinds of cool stuff. So he's gonna sell his carpentry stuff. I'm gonna try to come up with something cool to sell, like maybe some leather guitar straps or something like that. And then Connor could sell copies of his
your garbage guitar cases.
My garbage guitar. I'll just make a flea market. Our merch booth. Our merch booth is just gonna be like a flea market of shit that we've made and that we're selling.
I mean, really cool. Yeah, you guys could start a GoFundMe too.
Yeah.
Or a petition.org or whatever to get it published. But
that does remind me that we do have a GoFundMe to send Leighton to conversion therapy. So if you're in support
guys,
of that.
I wasn't expecting to break 100 viewers on the episode where we're both sleep deprived and not giving it our all.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Clearly this is the best episode of all time.
I feel like that one episode, the stoner episode, was the best episode of all time. And I going back onto the whole creative endeavor thing, I feel like this project, the whole live stream, it definitely feels like it just kind of happened, it's crazy that we're on episode 30 now and we've been doing this since January or February.
Something like that. I'd have to go back and look.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know if I kind of joined in right at the beginning. Not at the beginning, but a little maybe an episode or two after, but
you're on the first episode.
Oh, I thought there was an episode before that.
No, that clip, when you have the Twin Towers exploding behind you that's in the intro.
That was
the first episode.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we didn't even have a name figured out for it. It was just called the, After Hours Freedom Street.
Yeah, it was the After Hours Freedom
And then you called it the Late Night, and then, we just kept changing the name, and then we solidified LNFS. Which I like. I like LNFS. It kind of has a ring to it.
It's grown on me.
Yeah. But I mean, it's crazy, I don't, who knows what would have happened if, certain things didn't happen with the show, But at the end of the day, it's so good to have, creative endeavors and stuff and, put stuff out there still, even the one piece of advice I can give to an artist is that you're never going to have everything that you create become popular and cool. Some of your stuff, people are going to regard it as shit, and that's fine. The main thing about being creative is putting what you have out there and not giving a shit what a bunch of fucking media literate, people on the internet think, at the end of the day, everything is, just your endeavor and putting it out there, it just feels so good,
It does. It's worth doing. It's worth doing. It's like starting a business too. I think that's pretty admirable and has some similar vibes.
Yeah.
Just
now
you got me doing it. You just said 1,000 times, and now I just did it too.
just don't and another thing, don't make the main thing that you're focused on with it being money and popularity.
Okay there?
Yeah, I'm fucking dying off my vape right now.
You've had too much Soylent.
Yeah, the effects of months ago are starting to take hold of me. But don't expect popularity and money from anything. Obviously it's great being able to monetize your endeavors and become popular from them, but at the end of the day, creativity is all about just making something and putting it out there for people to see, for anyone to see.
Yep. And doing something you're proud of. I mean, really, ultimately, it's if you're not making something that you would be interested in, why the fuck are you doing it? Unless it's for a really good paycheck, and I
Yeah.
get that. But
unless you're Hassan Piker and you really got to pay off that LA mansion.
yeah. Dude,
I saw he got on the Piers Morgan show.
oh, really?
Yeah, that was pretty interesting to see. I saw Bo Black's video on it. Let's see if I can find it. Hassan Piker, Bo Blacks. This guy talks a little autistic, so just be warned. Let me see if I can find any clips from this. Yeah, here's one.
Here chirping all the way from fucking London about Palestine and doing it both sides are fucking fine type bullshit where you're talking about how you want to fucking free Palestine, but also simultaneously, both sides got a lot going on. Shut the fuck up. You don't know anything, okay?
Big chillin' response with a picture of hair guy and
There's another clip that was pretty funny. Yeah, this one's probably the best one out of all of them.
Dissolve the apartheid regime.
So what would you like to
allow
see happen,
Palestinians,
Hassan?
Do you not understand the English language?
We're
Dissolve
delayed.
the
It's
apartheid
delayed.
regime.
Everyone wants to criticize the IDF's response, but nobody wants to tell me what should Israel be doing to retaliate October 7th, eradicate Hamas from preventing another October 7th, and bring the hostages
I have
home.
an
Do
idea.
you have a solution?
I have an idea. Do not flatten Gaza and potentially pull your own hostages up from under the rubble like have been done with thousands of Palestinians. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Have you found any
So
of them
you're
under the
saying that
rubble?
you don't have an answer.
That is the
So
answer.
you
don't
have
kill
an
your own
answer.
hostages.
But you're
I also
How
have
about
an
not killing the
answer.
hostages?
Very interesting.
I have an answer.
Thank you for proving my point.
It's called the
Yes,
dissolution of the apartheid regime. Dissolve the apartheid regime.
So what would you like to
allow
see happen,
Palestinians
Hassan?
breathing room. Do you not understand the English language? Dissolve.
He's a loser. But
dissolve.
You sent this link in the private chat. O'Keefe.
Oh yeah.
At Socrates in the City.
Yes. Dude, what he says in this video is just really deep. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but
no.
It kind of made me, when we were talking before, it kind of made me think of it.
Quote the Solzhenitsyn from the first chapter, the Gulag Archipelago, who said it more eloquently than I ever could. Solzhenitsyn says, in one direction you choose your conscience, and this is back in the communist days. So I can follow my conscience, and then I'll die. But I can lie, and I can live. And people will do anything to survive. They'll survive at any price.
Well,
They'll survive
most people,
at any price.
But not you, not Solzhenitsyn.
I think most people.
Yeah, yes, most people, but not everyone.
And what's a mind bender is that good people do it. That's not a good thing.
So how are they good people?
Most people then aren't. That's a necessary conclusion, and that's a hard thing to state. But here's a good thought experiment. And I've been asked by everyone, who are you going to talk about the Project Veritas? I said, not really, maybe in passing for one sentence. But the question is this: what is your price? Is it 10 million? Is it 20 million? Is it 100 million?
You quote in the book the famous Churchill exchange.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if. I don't know who originally came up with that.
Where Churchill says to a woman, would you sleep with me for £5 million? And she says, well, we'd have to talk about terms or something. And then he says, would you sleep with me for £5? And she says, what kind of woman do you think I am? And he says, I've determined what kind of a woman you are.
Now we're just establishing the price.
Right.
So that's so think about it. And this I just want to say one thing. This is a tough one. What is your price? Because if your price is not your life, then you are for sale. If your price is not your life, then you are for sale.
Think about that, dude. Pause this for a second.
So
it's fucking true.
Yeah.
Like that sentiment. Like, if you're not willing to die for the shit that you believe, then you're already kind of a sellout in a way.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's true. I mean, Obviously, we're not in an era where we die for what we believe, or anything that has that. But
let's duel in the square. 2 p.m. tomorrow, Leighton.
Duel in the
Flintlock pistols.
square.
Flintlock pistols, 20 paces.
We already have that planned out. We'll have to announce it when we do.
Oh yes, of course.
But yeah, what was it? 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. we go to the PSL's college sit down for 10 fucking hours, and is that what I want to spend my what's basically my Saturdays?
We could train we could train you for boxing there.
Fucking just start boxing random people sitting down.
We'll shadow box for 10 hours straight.
Yeah, we'll just start. We'll be like the only one standing, and then we'll just like start shadow boxing the air and just
dripping sweat on everybody.
Yeah.
Huffing.
We should buy one of those kickboxing bags or the punching bags and stuff, and just like bring it in there and just start punching it for the whole fucking time.
Hell yeah.
Bring some workout gear and just have like a good workout there.
All right, let's shut her down, cowboy.
Yeah, anyways, hey guys, this stream would be nothing without you guys, I guess. Well, it wouldn't, but
we've done it without you.
Yeah, we could totally still run this stream without you guys, but
it just would kind of suck.
We do appreciate the amount of viewership we're getting, so thank you for tuning in and listening to us. Usually we have episodes Wednesdays and Saturdays at around like 8 p.m. Central Time. So check us out. We got a lot of cool stories to tell and a lot of cool shit to say.
Without further ado, until next time, stay cool, San Diego.